So, 3 years in education has taught me a lot, and you're gonna get a lot of videos where I'm going to talk a lot about what my experience as a teacher has been and had been for the last 3 years. Um, One of the biggest lessons that I learned from my life, especially last year, was that on distractions. At this moment, in my classroom, I was teaching a 25 student classroom, and I had set up the classroom with my high scorers in the back of the room. These are people or kids in this context that I could trust, that I believed had the capability to maybe work on their own, and that during my lesson time, they'd be independent workers, people that can move without me telling them to. Had my lower scores in the front, and what that meant was that the work was going to be more extensive for me up front. But I didn't mind it because that's what I'm getting paid to do, and I believe that that's my responsibility ethically and in front of God. Nonetheless, I had this moment with a student of mine. This must have been my 8th period, where she's sitting in the back and she is a high scorer, and she is having a conversation with her friends. I stopped the lesson midway because I believe that there are people, just like there are students, that can't get distracted. I saw this girl, and in the middle of everybody, in the middle of everything, I go, I cannot have you get distracted. I can't. There's too much that you hold, too much on your table that I won't allow for you to miss in this lesson and any other lesson that comes. So, my conclusion, my lesson here, the one I learned for myself, is that I believe life, for some of us, it treats us in that way. Some of the circumstances, some of the things that have been maybe allowed for others, you ask yourself, how come I'm not allowed to do that? Well, I believe it's because you can't get distracted. There is a mission on your life which continues and needs not be derailed by anything. The question would be then is, what's your mission? Rivaldo, I don't know what my mission is. I believe that there are so many tiny missions that encapsulate our bigger mission on this earth. But as you piece them together and as you find out who you truly are becoming, then I believe that you can set aside what you need to do and the fact that there are just things that you can't do, because then we'll lose what you have. For me, in that context of the classroom, we would have lost what she, my student, brought to the table. A conversation that no other student had because she is unique in her own way, and that mine ran like a hamster on a wheel, quicker than mine sometimes, honestly. I've been so impressed these last 3 years. Some of these kids I've taught miles ahead of what I could have been in middle school. Distractions. They're everywhere, and we fall victim to them. And there's people in our ears telling us off and telling us what to do, and don't you feel that way sometimes? So many distractions. But I believe there's a people, maybe you watching this, that you've asked yourself, why is it that, why is it that they can go ahead and do that? Why is it that they can't go ahead and do that, but I can't? Well, you're too important to get distracted. That's a thought.